everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Raiders are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Seahawks, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and our home team. This will be taken to the back of the end zone, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll make it 3rd down. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball. But you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The penalty on 1st down backs them up 5. It's now 1st down at 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Wilson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So on fourth down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 97 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson operating from the gun. And incomplete here on third down.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week. And so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. On second down, Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
An update from Buffalo. It's now a 2-touchdown lead there for the Dolphins. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Carr now to throw. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll run for it with Lynch. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They try again with Lynch. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Freeman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is Carson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Wilson on second down. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Here's Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They bring Crabtree in motion right. On play action, it's Carr. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Got a man complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Nick Perry. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, as time expires in the first half, and the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Carr going to try and throw on third down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a costly penalty marker, and it's now 3rd and 11. Throwing his Carr on third down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
They always say the real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They run it with Carson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right. Now,
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. First down, the run with Lynch. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. see if they stay on the ground for second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now it's Carson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Give him 6 on the play there. And that'll be good for a Seattle 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. On 1st down, Wilson. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 2nd down, Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Again, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rodgers. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mario Edwards in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Throwing is Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it, and I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Carr going to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Second down following the incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Carr, and he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baldwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Mario Edwards in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure. Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a...
you